Hello everyone. So we're gonna start a college session very soon. So if you're here right now, you can kind of go to the website. It's called slido.com. We're gonna use this website to gather all the Q&A sections, and we will also ask you some quiz and some poll here as well. So right now we are running a poll, like which college is your first choice. So if you're free right now, feel free to go to the link and answer the question, and we will reveal to you like how other people are answering this question. Okay, I'll give you like around 5 minutes to get in Slido, and we will start the college session later on. All right. Oh, let me drop the link. Oh, one thing, like we have the account called ISA, but don't send any message to the account because I won't be able to read it. Just send it to the normal chat. All right, as you all are getting in the meeting, so we have the website right here called fido.com. We're going to use this website for Q&A and everything. You can raise questions here. We're going to ask you some questions here. We're going to do some here. Oh yeah, so if you just come into a meeting, you can see the screen. We have the website called fido.com. You can come to the website and we're gonna host some questions. We're gonna do some polling. We're gonna do Q&A over here. So you go to the website and then you put on the link, put on the code 200, 100, and then you be on this page. And right now we are running a poll, which college is your first choice. So if you're here, just answer the poll and we'll get back to you. Yeah. Now we're just waiting for more people to come in. So if you're free right now, feel free to go on the website as usually like doing Q&A on here. All right.
Okay, so let's load up the slides then.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna review this one. We're gonna have more questions, of course, along the way as we go through. Let me show you the results. For now, we got 44 results. We got 44 participants, and we're gonna look the results. Okay, as you can see here, we got 30% voting for Morningside, and 18% for SHO, Wilson, and Liu Xing. Yeah, and other choices as well. Yeah, we're gonna get back to the Slido later, so don't log out from Slido right now. Yeah, let's go to the slide. Okay, so I'll hand over to you.
All right, thank you, Pran. So, welcome to the college session hosted by the International Student Association. I hope everyone is doing well and staying safe during these times. We hope that we can give you a warm welcome and help you adjust to a new academic life. So, as mentioned previously, next slide. You can join the link on Slido by scanning the QR code or using the link provided in the chat. We will get back to them shortly during the Q&A session. Next. So, CUHK is the only university in Hong Kong having a collegiate system in such a sprawling campus. So, CUHK is divided into 9 colleges, and all students are assigned to one unique college. Various college activities allow you to interact with students at your college as well as provide you a sense of belonging. And each college will contain their own associations, clubs, sports teams, certain societies, maybe some debating societies, maybe some Toastmaster clubs, anything like that. And in some colleges, students must participate in assemblies, communal dinings, or high table dinners as college activities and passing requirements in the university. And there will be unique college exchange programs and scholarships that are independent from the school funded programs.
Right, so I'm going to talk about the residency policy of colleges in CUHK. So I believe one great big concern you all have right now is whether there are dormitories or hostels that are going to be provided in CUHK colleges. So the thing to know is that there are two types of residency policies in CUHK colleges. The first type is full residence, which means in a typical four-year degree, you get to stay for all of your years, and you are actually required to stay in the college hostels. So these only include CW2, SHO, and Morningside, so 3 out of the 9. But remember, it's very highly competitive to get into SHO and Morningside. And the rest of the colleges do a N1 policy, so which means that out of the 4 years you typically stay in your college, they assign 1 year at least, so you can stay in your college dorm. So this is typically in your last year, but depending on your hostel points or depending on other situations, this can happen earlier, or it's also possible for you to stay more than 1 year. So this includes Chengchi, Wuxing, United, Shaw, Wilson, Asia, and technically it's all the colleges besides the 3 I just mentioned. And for the N1 year, students can apply for hostel through resident selection among non-locals, so to prioritize who gets the highest college points. So here's a table of the demographics of the international students, as well as other information about the CUHK colleges. You see here we've color-coded the colleges according to their respective color. So anytime you get lost in the presentation, feel free to refer to the background slides. So as you can see, Morningside College has the highest percentage of international students within the college. But do remember that the students, the number of students, the highest number of international students per college will be in Chengchi College. And you can also see that Chengchi College has the highest number of halls and the year they're founded, as well as the number of UG students in each.
All right, and now we're gonna go through each college one by one. As I'm the representative of the Chengchi College, I'm going to show you the Chengchi College. All right, so CC is the second oldest college. It's one of the 4 oldest colleges in CUHK, and it has the Christian Protestant background. But you don't have to worry if you're not Christian, because it's going to be lively here, and you're not required to be. Yeah. Okay, so why do you want to choose CC? So as you know, the CC location is pretty good. It's next to the MTR, so you can get around easily. It has the biggest campus, which means you have the most facilities among all the 9 colleges. You have the local culture, as we have a lot of local students in CC and lots of people. And we have the highest international population. Most of the international students are in CC, and also activities, which I'm going to explain after this. All right, so about the location, CC, we are located around here. If you see on the screen, you're gonna see these like red buildings. All these red buildings are in CC campus, and the location is really close to the MTR. You can walk within 5 to 15 minutes. You can get to the MTR by walking, or you can also take the bus to MTR. It's the closest one. And we also have a lot of facilities here. You have like really close to the YAA, Yasumoto International Academic Park. This is where you're gonna have a lot of first year classes. And you also have like your own Lingnan Stadium. You're also close to like student center. So yeah, you're gonna have a lot of access to a lot of buildings around the lower area of CUHK. About food options, we have so many food facilities here. We have the Chumchitang, which is the main student canteen. We also have these ones, which are located within CC campus, a lot of them. And we also have like the staff canteen as well, that's not shown here. So we have 6 canteens in total. And we also have the location is also close to SHO canteen and MC canteen, where you can go there and have good food as well. About hostel, we have the most hostel, we have 10 hostel with around like 1,400 spaces for people to live in. We have 5 single gender, we have 5 co-ed. Yeah, and as you can see here, we have a lot of dorms, and yeah, most of them going to be guaranteed for N-1 year, which means you can live in dorms totally for 3 years at least, and then in your final year, you have to apply. But as I say, like CC has the most places, hostel places, so it's not going to be that hard for you to get in your first year. Most of them going to be 2-person room, but in some dorms we have single rooms, and also in some dorms we have 3 to 5-person rooms as well. But you don't have to worry, as you can choose your own roommates and your own room. Yeah, and students can also apply for iHouses if they don't get in the 10 dorms, we say. So the picture here is my dorm. The upper one is in LSP Lee Shupui. It's one of the best hall among all that. And the one below is the one I'm living in like right now, is Madam SHO. So this is a picture from Ho Chin. She lives in Madam SHO in her first year. And this is what it's all about. And this is the picture from Jason. He lived in low block in his first year. And about general education, every college, you can have 6 credits of general education. For CC, you're going to have the first one is a non-credit bearing, which is the assembly. You have to attend at least 4 times for each semester, 2 for the first half and 2 for the second half in order to pass the course. And we also have 3 credits in first year and 3 credits in final year. But for final year, you have to choose between the paper and the project. For scholarship, we have around 700 scholarships given to students each year. You can check out this link below to find out more about the scholarship. And yeah, we have a lot of examples here where you can go to website and look it out, and they're going to send emails out every beginning of school year for you to apply. For exchange programs, you can look here. This is the option for next year. But the thing is, the list here is, as we know right now, we're under the pandemic. If you go during the normal situation, we're going to have more choices to be offered. As you can see, we can go to China, Europe, Japan, and USA. This is a program for CC students only. And for activities, as you know, we are one of the big colleges, so we have so many activities. We have like study abroad program, we have study trip. So for each hostel, you're going to have hostel association, and each hostel association gonna host hostel orientation and hostel events, so you can join them. We also have roundtable dinner. We have FU Cup, which is the sport cups between hostels. We have international nights hosted every year if it's the normal situation. We have college sport teams in many college clubs. Today I'm going to introduce one. CU is CCAA, is the CUHK International Association, which I'm part of it. So CCAA is the club where you bridge the gap between local and non-local students to get together and do activities, and non-local students as well as in international, we can participate more in local activities and we can join in between the community. So if you have any questions, like if you get in CC, you want to know more information, make sure to go to these link provided here. We're going to send the slides to the group too. So you can join and you can get in these links, and then you can talk to us about like settling in CC, and about that, you can ask us later on after you get in, or if you're not part of CC, you can also join the CCAA as well. Yeah, these are the examples of events we hosted in the past few years. Okay, yeah, that's all for CUHK College. I'm gonna pass to United College, Jenny or Cindy.
All right, so thank you, Juan. And next up, we have United College, and I'm Cindy, currently also living in UC. So our college motto is 明德新聞, which actually means makes one's virtue shine and renew the people. So UC is one of the oldest college on campus, and as just straightforward as it is, that it belongs to the old colleges. Unlike the new colleges, we only guarantee 3 years of residency, but you're able to earn more hostel points for another semester or so on campus through a variety of academic or extracurricular activities. And in UC, we definitely have more locals than international. And in the hall that I live in, I am actually the only international on my floor. And for the location of UC, we are on the top, the tip of this great CUHK mountain, which is great actually because you have no mosquitoes in the summer. But if you do get back late at night from hangouts, then if you miss the last night bus, then I would say have fun walking up the hill, because it's gonna take 20 to 30 minutes, and that's gonna make a good night workout. So jokes aside, you also have supermarket, many canteens and bars and banks in very close proximity. And for facilities, these are the residential halls. There are 4. However, we also have iHouse, International House, that's like that you can apply for as well. And the canteens, UC canteens actually really good. It's definitely one of my go-to canteens, and people would just come up to UC for the canteen food. And we also have like cafe and bars, and there are other facilities like libraries and gyms. And UC library is very nice because the design, the architecture, and like it's highly studious atmosphere. And next is student activities. Because UC is a very big college, so we actually have a great variety of student activities. So to start off with sports activities, we actually have swimming gala and athletic meet. We even have like inter-hall badminton competitions that people can join, and there are of course many other varieties. And also college sports team where you can join, go to their tryouts, and become part of them to compete with other colleges. And then other large-scale student activities like orientation camp. And if you get into UC, which means you'll be joining the UCO camp, and like other contests. And we also have like interest groups like debate team or Toastmaster club, which actually is very heated back then when I just joined CUHK. And also the only international group that I know is like number 8 one, UC. They also have an Instagram page that you can search up for more information, yeah. And next is the GO program, which is abbreviated from Globe Oriented Active Learning Program. It is a program that provides scholarship and exchange opportunities, and it's actually something very special about UC that on the next slide, you will see the activities, the programs, the activities they provide, which you can go to like Oxford for exchange or Australia. And you can also just stay close, like you go to mainland China or in Hong Kong to do some service work. And there are also some long-term ones. And a good thing about the long-term ones, you can actually transfer your credits to the CUHK credits to meet your graduation requirement. And lastly, we will talk about the college general education. Oh yeah, and here on the previous slide is like where you can search out the scholarship that you can apply for, because we have many scholarship options, and here you can find the ones that suit you the best, and they're like and tailored for you only. And lastly, we will talk about the college general education, which is like a mandatory criteria for graduation here in CUHK. So year one, we have this GEJC 1120 course, which will be pre-assigned to your first year, first semester timetable. And together with CC College and NA College, New Asia College, you'll be sitting in the same lecture halls and exams. And for year two and three, depends on how you plan your schedule, like how flexible your timetable is, you will take this 1 credit course. And this is by far the most interesting course I've ever heard of, because you get options like wine tasting, wine culture, or you get out there in like in the Hong Kong city to like do some social voluntary work and some leadership training as well. And in year 4, you have this final year project, which I think is 3 credits. And lastly, you will be attending 3 assemblies per semester to get a passing grade. But there's no work required. So that's pretty much it for UC. And now I pass on to Gabriel for New Asia College.
So, hello everyone, it's my turn to talk about New Asia College. For New Asia College, our motto is sincerity and intelligence. Next slide. So let me give you all an overview. New Asia was founded in 1949. We got around 3,000 students, as mentioned before, and we emphasize Chinese culture a lot. Yeah, next one. This is the most special point of New Asia College. We have Pavilion of Harmony. It's a very beautiful tourist destination. So when I was in Hong Kong, I always see many tourists entering New Asia College just for taking some photos beside Pavilion of Harmony. I hope my voice is clear because I'm wearing a mask. Next slide. So for the location of New Asia College, as you can see here is NTR station. Here is New Asia College. If you walk, it will only take you 10 to 15 minutes. But if you take bus, it's much faster, and you can just walk for 2 minutes to arrive bus stop. Yeah, and we are on the hilltop of CUHK. So in the winter, New Asia College is very, very cold. And we are close to LSK, UC, which is New United College, and Central Campus, which is here. Yeah, next one. So here is our college map. We have many facilities, including 4 dormitories, and we also have library, a huge library, which is Chenmu Library. And we also have fitness room and gymnasium. And we also have BBQ pits. So in Moon Festival, you can have a BBQ with your friends. Yeah. Next one, moving on, let's talk about the dormitories. We have 4 dormitories, Daisy Lee, Chi Xin Ho, Grace Tian, and Xie Si Ho. And for Daisy Lee Ho is a newly built dorm, and we have 50% of girls and 50% of boys, and it will only take you 2 minutes to arrive bus stop. And if you can live in Daisy Lee, you can always enjoy a sea view. For Chi Xin Ho is a 100% boys hall, and it is in a very convenient location, so you can only walk. You can just walk for 1 minute to arrive bus stop. For Christian is a rather old dormitory, but we have both boys and girls living inside, and it will take you 2 minutes to arrive bus stop, and some dorm will have sea view. Lastly is Chess Hall. It's a 100% girls dormitory, and it is also in a very convenient location. Next one. Okay, moving on. If you are a student in New Asia College, you will need to attend 3 biweekly assembly every semester. And you also need to take 6 credits of general education, but we don't have any final year project. So it's a very good thing for New Asia students. We will also have some language evening activity. It will be like a gathering for people to exchange their language, like learning Cantonese, learning Mandarin, or learning English. Also, we have mentorship program, which means some senior in New Asia College or some local student in New Asia College will be some New Asia international students mentor. Last one, we have, last slide, previous one. Lastly, we will have some language enhancement program, which means New Asia College will send you to Japan, to Beijing, or Zhejiang to learn different language. Yeah, next one. Okay, this is the exchange programs provided by New Asia in our year. All the information you can find in New Asia's official website, so I'm not going to elaborate on it. Yeah, next one. Lastly is our scholarships. For scholarship, every year is different, but every information you would be able to access on the official website. Yeah, next one. So actually, New Asia official website, you can find everything about New Asia. So I have a QR code here, and you can scan it to know more about New Asia College. But if you still have any questions, you can also contact me through this Gmail. Yeah, thank you, everyone. So let me pass the time to the next speaker.
Hi guys, I'm Yanni. I'm from CUHK College, and today I'm presenting CUHK College. So here's a picture of CUHK College. The college has 2 student hostels, providing a total of 1,200 places. And next page, please. Okay, so as you can see from the statistics, Shaw is actually not a very international college. However, local students in Shaw are really nice, very approachable, and this gives you the chance to immerse yourself in the Hong Kong local culture, and you will not struggle to fit in. And if you want to know more about the Chinese mainland culture, Chinese mainland students in Shaw will be really willing to help you as well. And we have a proposed international student committee that should be functioning next year in Shaw. And also we already have a Shaw College Mainland Student Association. And moving on to college activities. First, we have Shaw CUHK. Yes, Shaw CUHK is one of the craziest in the whole university because we Shaw love partying. And Shaw Lane is usually held in October. So it is basically an annual event bazaar and variety show. And programs include adventure house, game, and food stalls, street shows, lucky draw, singer performance, and many more. And also we have some really good singers in Shaw. So a singing competition is held annually. And student activities for the Founders Day celebration is usually held in January, and students will organize a series of celebration events, including opening ceremony, sports day, and we have a 1,000 people feast and many other events. And next page. Okay, so moving on to facilities. Of course, in rooms, we have Wi-Fi and air conditioner, the 2 main things that keep us alive in Hong Kong. And of course, also we have desks, chairs, and beds. And next, you can see those are the things that we have that are shared. Basically, you name it, we have it. We have art gallery, and we have self-study room, and we have tennis, basketball, volleyball court. Plus, we also have barbecue pits. And you may be wondering where Shaw is. Is it far from the campus? Unfortunately, the answer is yes. Shaw is located in the far, far, far away place. However, there's a school bus stop right in front of the college, and it's really convenient and really easy to get to teaching buildings. Plus, being far from the main campus makes us experience a much bigger campus than other college people. Yeah, next page, please. Okay, so scholarships. Shaw College offers various academic and non-academic scholarships to recognize students who have demonstrated academic excellence, and outstanding performances in community services, student activities, sports, and other talents. And if you are interested, you can go to the Shaw College website for more detail. And of course, exchange destinations. The exchange destination of next academic year is not announced yet. Therefore, I have listed some schools that you can go on exchange in the academic year of 2017. And just for reference. And communal dinner. So we usually have high table dinners, which is optional, and it's registered based on a first come, first serve rule. And it's basically everyone dressing up fancy and enjoy delicious food at a fancy restaurant outside of the CU campus, and it's free. We all love free stuff. And general education. So all Shaw people are required to take 6 credits of college general educations. And Shaw has a pretty wide variety of choices, and they enjoy a pretty good reputation. However, the problem is they are mostly in Cantonese. Even me, a Mandarin speaker, cannot even understand. So these are the courses that I have listed out that are taught in English. And you have heard from others earlier that we have a final year project, and that's a real headache. It's a 3 credit thing, but it's not easy as a 3 credit course. So in Shaw, we don't have this final year project. So you all know how much of a blessing it is when you enter your final year. If you're from Shaw, you would just watch people suffer from this final year project and chill. And of course, we have many other activities association at Shaw. Like we have this Korean, Japanese, or Mandarin Cantonese lessons that are free to sign up. And also we have peer support groups where you can meet friends. You can join as international students, and there will be local international together. Like it's a really good chance for you to fit in. And lastly, the conclusion. So in conclusion, Shaw is a really good college, and I don't regret being a Shaw at all. And if you are someone who loves partying, love having fun, and love being immersed in the Hong Kong culture, Shaw will be your best choice. That'll be all from me. Thank you. Oh, that's my contact. You can drop a message. Thank you.
Okay, well, seeing that there were almost 30% of you chose Morningside as your first choice, I guess mine might be a bit longer than the others when I'm talking, but let's look at Morningside. Morningside is a full residence college, which means that you get 4 years of residence. You don't have to apply and you don't have to get any sort of, let's say, hostel points, right? And it's a fairly new college, founded in 2006, so all the facilities are quite good inside Morningside. You won't get any old rooms or etc., but I'll get onto that later. But to move on from that, let's look at what are the reasons for which you might have chosen Morningside, right? Next slide, please. Yeah, so did you choose Morningside because of its ratio to international students? Well, if you did, I don't blame you, because as internationals, we would want a very inclusive college time. And that's a good reason to choose Morningside. We have a lot of international students. I mean, on my floor, I can probably name like 7 or 8 different nationalities just on that. But there's more to that than just having international students, right? We are a very inclusive college in many ways. So we have a lot of floor get-togethers, right? So there you get to have free food, you get to have free drinks, and you get to meet a lot of people. What that does is that makes you less lonely in your first year in CU, because making friends isn't the easiest for a lot of people, but MC can make it easy. And we also do that through communal dining as well. Yes, the food isn't the best sometimes at communal dining, but that just might be my case because I've been taking takeaway. But the thing is that I've heard that high table dinners that happen in Morningside on, let's say, a quarterly basis, that's much better. And plus, it's not the food that you're looking forward to, it's the fact that you spend the time with friends that you look forward to in Morningside. And also, let's not forget about the local students. The local students in Morningside are amazing. Okay, so we have so many locals that are really nice. We get to talk to them, we get to know about Hong Kong culture and all of that. So, let's just not look at the international side of Morningside, but let's also try to make friends with the locals as well, because MC has a great array of students. Next, let's look at another reason for why you might have chosen Morningside. You might have chosen Morningside due to the lure of a scholarship. Now, to be honest, colleges like Sun probably give more scholarships than Morningside. But if you as an international student get into Morningside, you have a great chance to get a scholarship, especially if you've already gotten an admission scholarship from OEFA. The scholarships that Morningside give you usually cover your entire period of stay. So the amount of money you pay to stay here, but maybe not the communal dinners, etc. But there's also the fact that there's also a lot of exchange programs in Morningside. So there are some examples. So you can go to the University of York, you can go to the Vienna University of Economics and Business, Stony Brook, etc., etc. Of course, due to COVID, you might not be able to go right now, but there are a lot of opportunities that you might be able to go to later on. And next is another reason for why you might have chosen Morningside, which is its location. Now, location is actually very important to you because you underestimate how big the campus is and how much uphill you might have to walk. Morningside is in a great location. The MTR is usually like 5 minutes away, so that's not an issue for usually anyone. Plus, we're in the central campus right besides the Uni Sports Center. And for someone like me who loves sports and goes to the gym quite often, it's a blessing. And you also have a lot of canteens nearby Morningside. For example, you can walk 10 minutes to Ebenezer's, etc., etc. Over there, there's more information. But other than that, what else do we have here at MC? We have quite a few activities as MC that we might look at next. So, slide, please. Yeah. So the activities that we have in Morningside. So what can we see? We have a lot of sports teams. So we have table tennis, badminton, basketball, volleyball. You can always get into a sports team, no matter which sport you're into. But another thing you might not be talking about is hiking. Hiking is really important in Morningside because we have our own group called MC Rangers. At MC Rangers, you'll be able to find a lot of other Morningsiders that are into hiking, and that's where we also get to meet and get to know a lot of people properly because we go on these crazy hikes and then go out to eat, etc. There's also the Morningside medics. So if you're not into sports and you're not into, let's say, hiking or etc., there's also Morningside medics where you can explore your passion for medicine. Of course, these are just like 3 or 4 that I've mentioned, but there are ton more of clubs in Morningside that you'll be able to know of once you get in here. And next, we might look at the facilities that there are in Morningside. So we have 2 hostels. We have the G block and we have the T block. So the tall one is Tower block, which is T block. The small and wide one is G block, where I'm currently staying in. Both have its pros and cons. So what's G block like? G block has bigger kitchens. G block has study rooms, but G block has a lot more people. So on my floor, when there's going to be full occupancy, there's going to be around 50 people. That's a lot of people on one floor, you know? So on G block, it's a bit more noisy, and you go there if you want to make more friends and if you're more of the party kind of people. Like if you want to meet new people, talk a lot, you don't mind it being noisy. T block has like around 14 people per floor, sorry. And you're gonna have smaller kitchens, but it's going to be a more tightly knit community, and it's also going to be a bit quieter. Both G block and T block have good facilities. The rooms are almost the same, but on G block, some have worse views than on rooms with T block. So you get to decide which place you want to stay in. For as freshmen, you might be lumped into G block without any option because they want you to make more friends. But from your second year, you'll be able to choose which tower or which block you want to go in. And depending on your preference, you can either choose the G block or the T block. And next, I have a picture of rooms over here. So most rooms in Morningside look like that. It's pretty spacious. You have 2 beds and you have enough distance for walking and you have enough privacy. I mean, depending on your roommate, you will probably have enough privacy over there. That's not going to be an issue. The rooms are usually well maintained. There's not a problem. And this is actually an actual picture of the rooms without any sort of decoration or anything right now. So as you can see, the rooms are pretty nice. And depending on which floor you get, the view can also be quite good. Also, another thing, we have mini fridges in our rooms, which a lot of colleges don't. So that's a plus point that you have here in Morningside. Okay. Next, we move on to the canteen. So the Morningside, we have a canteen and a cafe. The cafe is sadly closed due to COVID right now, but I suspect that it'll be open from next semester. So if you guys come, we can go there together. But except for the cafe, our canteen is also pretty good during lunchtime. Key point is during lunchtime. During lunch, the canteen actually serves quite good food and the menu keeps updating day by day. So it's never really repetitive. You get a lot of choices. But sadly, during communal dinners, the food can be quite hit or miss. Sometimes it's quite good, sometimes it's quite bad. You just have to take it with a grain of salt. Depends on your preference as well. But I can assure you that during lunch, it's quite good. And also recently, it started serving halal meat. So for those practicing Islam, it's quite important to eat halal. And at Morningside, you'll be able to get chicken and fish and other meats in halal because we have a lot of international students. So that's also a plus point in coming into MC. And also, the food is more expensive than other canteens. But if you're a Morningsider, you get a 20% discount. So that kind of changes the cost. Okay, after the canteen, let's look at the college culture. As I've already said, Morningside is a pretty tightly knit community because we only have around 300 students, and there's a lot of diversity within that. You end up making friends from a lot of nationalities, and you also end up helping each other a lot. So the community is pretty tightly knit, and you have a lot of get-togethers and activities. Sometimes we also go down, and some people perform songs, music in our cafeteria or in our halls. We also have TV rooms and a good gym. So the college culture in itself, what happens is that you get to meet a lot of people and you get to make a lot of friends, which you can't say for a lot of larger colleges because you might be a bit intimidated to talk to people. But the thing about Morningside is that because it's so small in terms of students, everyone makes an effort to talk to each other to make friends. So that gives you a really inclusive college culture, regardless of nationality and regardless of religion. And lastly, I would like to talk about GEMC. Now, GEMC is a nightmare, to be completely honest. You get to learn a lot of things, but it is extremely hard, the first one at least. You got to write a 1,500-word essay for your midterm. You got to write 4,000-word essay on your final paper. And that's also including a lot of, let's say, philosophical topics. So it's quite hard, but don't worry, you get to learn a lot of things and you get to interact with freshmen in your first time, and you get to make a lot of friends because that's what GMC 1001 is all about. 3001 is almost like a service trip. So you find out problems within current Hong Kong society and then, or like worldwide society, and then you try to fix those problems using philosophical concepts or other service-based concepts. So GEMC 3001 is quite interactive, and you get an advisor to help you with that project. And it's not in your third year. Do it in your second or your sorry, it's not in your last year. Do it in your second or your third year. So that takes pressure off your last year. That's mostly about GEMC 3001. I can't talk much because I haven't done it yet, but if you want more information, you can click that link down there when we give you the slides after this. But moving on, I think we're gonna take a 5-minute-ish break right now after my presentation, so you guys can give
I hope
your
you guys
questions
got to know
Slido
more
if you
about.
want.
So I hope you guys got to know more about these colleges, and as far as mentioned, we'll be having a 5-minute break. Till then, please feel free to ask questions in the slides, like as provided in the chat. Yeah, so we'll be back soon.
Yeah, so while we are waiting, I know that most of you guys are coming in to the Slido. As you see here, you can get on slido.com and we will have some questions as we go along. Okay. So right now we are hosting the second question. What do you consider most when choosing college? So feel free to give your answer. Right now we got one answer and we're waiting for you.
All right, so shall we begin? Okay, so as we can see, the top priority for all of you guys is guaranteed residency, which I am not gonna lie to you, it is quite a big criteria for all of us, for me as well, especially in the residential colleges that they provide you 4 years or above of guaranteed residency, depending on your major. After that, there are all the activities and exchange programs that are available. Many colleges have their own exclusive exchange programs. Along with that, the facilities, and I'm pretty sure a lot of colleges have very unique facilities, as you will see soon enough, especially in the newer colleges. And location, well, I will say that a lot of people kind of underestimate this, the factor of location. So, like, there may be, especially in new colleges, they may be very interesting, they may have a lot of facilities, but the location is very far, and we'll get back to that soon. Also, the scholarships is also very important, and yeah, and the international bond, the local culture. So Yeah, that's very interesting, guys. So, anyways, let's go back to the college session. We'll move on to SHO College. Should that be good?
All right. So for SSO College, this time we have the SSO ISA to be presenting. Okay, so I'll hand over to them.
Thank you very much, Pran and Samia. Now, I'm In from SHO ISA, and I will be presenting SHO College, which is a neighbor of Morningside College. Basically, we are next to each other. And let's take a look at some overview. We are founded in 2006 and have a number of students of 600. And we have full residence, which might be very important when you come to CUHK. And we have a ratio of local to non-local of 70 to 30. Well, international students are only 9% of this because 29 are from mainland, but it's not the problem because local people and mainland people here are quite friendly. So, just try to make a conversation with them and they will be super friendly for you. And the college emblem is home. So a lot of activities that are happening in the college try to stand for the home emblem. So you can get more detail in our website. Now let's move to the general education, which we have two of them. First one in the first year, pre-credit one, and you will learn about, plan your life and things, but it's not that hard. And it involves an overnight outdoor camp, which is really nice when you come to Hong Kong and you can go hiking with the classmate. Well, the grade is quite easy. B or B plus is super easy. For A, I'm not sure because I have never get one. But for the next one is GESH 40101 is more like a productive life. So it's gonna be a little bit more tense. But I think everyone can manage it from what I know. And we have another thing which is college symposium. It is basically a high table dinner. So you need to attend 2 of it in one term to pass it. And this high table dinner has a lot of food to offer. Some is good, some is bad. I cannot tell exactly which are good or bad because it's like kind of random, but it is fine. Let's move to the next one. And we have a lot of facilities. We have 2 halls for residents, Ho Chim Hall and Legal Way. It is quite similar in terms of, all the properties and things. And we have Shashinha Hall, which is next to these 2 halls. It is basically the office of everyone in SHO. When you want to contact the administrator and people there. And we have Ho Sin Hang Hall, which is the canteen. And we have other facility like gym, TV room, music room, and things. Let's take a closer look in these, facilities in the next slide. Here you will see a lot of photos about our facility. Let's move to the next slide to see a bigger picture of this is the hostel room. And as you might come to the conclusion right now that the hostel room is quite standard for every college. But I would say that the size is quite big for SHO, and you have a really nice air conditioner. And there's a thing that you might need to keep in mind. When you want to apply for the air conditioner, you need to there will be a box and an LCD screen, a tab, like you can touch it, a touch screen, and you will need to apply, you want 1 hour, 2 hours of air conditioner and pay for it using Octopus. You will be seeing a lot of people trying to rapidly, tapping the Octopus card. They are not crazy dudes. They just like there are bugs in our college that if you rapidly tapping the octopus card, you will get doubles, hours of air conditioner. So you might need to keep that in mind. And let's move to the next facilities. Now we have study room on the top left corner. We have gym on the top right, and we have a band room, music room, which have a really high quality of items there. And we have a very nice place in Chachunha Hall in the bottom left. And you'll be seeing this a lot in the college. Let's move to the next one. And this is some picture of dining in SHO. The left photos is a high table dinner. You are needed to wear this costume, this clothes lie to the high table dinner, and you will be seeing, something like why they are fake. They are just juices. So do not worry for anyone that don't drink alcohol. It's not alcohol. And we have a really nice canteen. And let's move to the next one. There are a lot of activities in SHO. The first thing that you might be faced with is a runner force. Basically, you will be able to do a marathon, and it is free, and you will have a chance to do a marathon in other places than Hong Kong. So it is a really nice opportunity. And we also have a sports team in the college, and it is super easy to get into because we don't have that many people. So it's not super competitive to get into the sport team. Now to the next thing, we have a music society, which is super nice, and you'll be having a lot of opportunity to perform. And I am also in the music society. So if you have any question, you can contact me or Kiam. And I will hand this to Kiam.
Okay, hi guys. So I'm Yam, and I'm also one of the EXCO member of SHO. So many of you might have a question like, why should I choose SHO? So I think to be honest, I actually haven't been to Hong Kong last year due to the pandemic. But then to me, I think that I still don't regret choosing SHO, and I think SHO still stands quite a unique place in my heart because first of all, the most important thing to me in SHO is definitely the community. So why do I say that? Like what Ing has stated just now, the whole college have this very home culture where they actually want us to have like a very warm feeling where everyone is like our family members. So we do actually have a lot of activity session with our college masters and college wardens. And like college staff are actually really close to us. So like one of our college staff actually participate in one of the event organized by Festoso, the Music Society this year, to have a live singing with the students together. And it's really very warm. Yeah, second thing, we have a international student body known as SHOISA, and I'll talk about that later. And lastly, we have a very strong enrichment ship program, which is our mentorship program. Besides that, the location of SHO is also really close. So like we are next to Morningside, and like just now we understand like how close Morningside is to many facilities. And this is also how close SHO is to all the facilities. And lastly is there are a lot of scholarships. So there are scholarships for people that are good in sports, music, artistic creativity, or even if you are good in bilingual, you can speak different languages, you can also have the chance to earn a scholarship. But then the thing is also, although there are many scholarships, but it's also quite competitive to earn one in SHO because like many students in SHO is actually quite talented, and yeah. So next thing is there are a lot of opportunities awaiting at SHO. So first of all, there are many exchange programs, including exchange to a very famous university like University of Cambridge, Brown University, Peking University, and other more. Besides that, there are also internship opportunities to Hang Seng Bank, Sony Music, Pacific, BMW, and also one of the coolest thing I think is our cultural tours, where we actually visited many very unique places like the Sahara Desert, Arctic, and also Russia. And lastly, we have community service to mainland China, Taiwan, Cambodia, Vietnam, and also we have a lot of student counseling service that regularly hosts many different workshops for us to keep our mental well-being good and our personality development. So last of all, I'm going to talk about SHO ISA, and it feels a bit awkward to like talk about myself, but our whole body is actually a body that promised to help all the international students in SHO College. So like if you all have any problems or any things, any problems that you are facing in the college, you all can just contact us, and we'll also keep you all updated to our most recent updates in college and different kinds of policy in the college. And our upcoming activities will be, first of all, we'll organize a talk to students that came into SHO and pair with them with a buddy, so like they can have any question they can talk to a person regarding to anything when they want to come to Hong Kong. And also we'll have a talk before that for those that are coming to Hong Kong, so like what to prepare and what you all should bring, all these things. And lastly, we'll have like OCamp for international freshmen. We'll have a hiking session with CCIA in October, and also we'll have bi-monthly newsletter. So here are my contact number and Ing's contact number, and here is our Instagram. You can follow the Instagram, and if you have any question, you all can just contact us, and hope to see you all in SHO.
Welcome everyone. I'm from CWSHU, I'm Adrian, and first of all, I would like to mention about the few factors that you guys have voted on. Regarding the residency, yes, we are a fully residential college. For activities, yeah, we have a few activities, albeit we do have a very small population of only 300 people. Regarding our facilities, we are actually the newest college to be added to CUHK. We started our intake in 2012, 2014 actually, which is the newest amongst all of the colleges. And for locations, I would rate this around a 0, as we are well, the furthest away from CUHK. Scholarships, we have a few. International bonding, we have the second highest concentration of international students in CUHK. And for local culture, yes, we do go out sometimes, but as you can see from our location, we don't actually go out at night that much as compared to other colleges. Okay, so on to my presentation. So first of all, for CWSHU College, can I go back to 2 slides before, please, Pran? Thank you. We focus on 4 I's: intellectual, international, intimate, and involved. Our college motto is Cultus et Beneficientia. Sorry, pardon my Latin. We have 300 people in our college. We are fully residential, and 35% is allocated to non-local students, both from mainland and from international students. And next slide, please. Our location, we are one of the furthest colleges away from the university station and most of our lecture halls. However, we do have a very good access between the university station and the college itself, with a short 4-minute bus ride between the 2 points every 20 minutes or so. So if you do miss the bus, you can choose to walk around 20 minutes to the station. It's about the same time it takes for the next bus to arrive. We do have a very long bike path connecting both points along Campus Circuit North. And there is a very long uphill walk to the main campus. I really do suggest taking the bus in this case. And as other representatives have mentioned before me, there is a night bus that operates up till 11:30 from University Station around the campus. But if you do miss that, you have to take the 20-minute walk back to CWSHU College. And I have taken that at night. It's not comfortable with all the insects in Hong Kong. Next slide, please. We have a lot of new amenities and facilities. Our canteen, which is newly refurbished last week, it serves excellent food. We have a very small library if you do need a small study space to work in. The gym is really new and brand new. We also have a new 6 sets of rowing machines. If you're into rowing or into a rowing team, please do join CWCHU. There's a very small computer room with printer services and a very big and beautiful TV room for people to chill out in. Next slide, please. We have 4 activity rooms, conference rooms, a very nice laundry system that still uses coins instead of octopus. The multi-purpose room is now branded as our canteen. We have a small music room to practice music in, and a very beautiful lantern terrace, as you can see in the right-hand corner. It's a very beautiful view across into the science park and onto the harbor side. It's a nice place to chill out, except in summer. There are seminar rooms for us to take our GCW lessons. Next slide, please. And we also have a few scholarships, around 60 of them, around with each bearing around 10,000 Hong Kong dollars. There are about 25 admission scholarships each year offered to our entering class. So if you're good in your admission tests, you may receive this scholarship to waive around 1/4 of your school fees in the coming year. Regarding the rest, it's really an application based, and you will have a variety of emails that are sent to your email regarding these scholarships. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is a short list of all our admission scholarships. We have different names because they're funded by other people, but you get 10,000 no matter what. Can I have next slide, please? We have a very beautiful academic exchange program. We also even have some speaker series, public speaking workshops called the Toastmasters Club. We also have some financial supports, internship, a mentorship scheme with alumni and also other senior year students. We're encouraged to go on to academic exchange for abroad for a year or term, and there are lots of exchange opportunities even during the COVID period. Next slide, please. This is our communal dinner. As you may have heard from other colleges, we have communal dinners every Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. There is a requirement for 60% attendance in the first 2 years. High table dinners are also present. You'll be wearing the gown, as you can see in the photo. They're present 4 times every year. 60% attendance is required, so around 3 times per year, or 50% if you're only staying for a term. Next slide. Our college general education has 3 components: the GCW 1000 to 4000, which is our communal dinner and high table dinner. We have our respective attendance rates, which is shown on our website if you look for CWCHU CUHK. There's also a year 1, term 1 course for all of CWCHU students called University and Society. It's taught by Professor Kenneth Young, our founding master, and other associated professors with our college. We focus on the ideas of university, origins of the university, Chinese culture and history, and tradition and modernity as our 4 areas of studies. However, there's also another focus on the essay writing skills, such as citations, copyright, essay structure, and how to prove your point and how to find your research throughout the whole course. We have a term paper to submit. However, that is also accompanied with a few assignments that first lay out the structure of the essay with you. You have to write your essay plan, you have to write an optional draft for Professor Young to give very good comments on. You also have to present an idea to a small class as a tutorial in this course, and there are quizzes every single lecture. The quizzes were 8 multiple choice questions in the last year, and they were hard AF. You have to use Ctrl F to find their answers while cheating. Okay, GCW 410 is the senior seminar. It's a final year project, and you'll get to it in your final year as your seniors when you get into CWCHU, and I'm going to pass it on to Wu Yixun.
Hi everyone, so I'm the college rep for Wu Sun, and our college is a pretty new college as well. It's established in 2007, and we don't have a guaranteed hostel residency, but we do have a 3-year guarantee if your degree is 4 years. So it's N-1. Next slide, please. And we do have around 13.4% of international students in our college. but there are 40-ish students who come from exchange every semester. So our college is actually located at the top upper west side of the campus, and you cannot get there by walking unless that's your hobby. You should take a bus from the lower campus in the CC campus, and then you take the bus number 304 to get up to Wee Sun at one bus stop. And our college is located quite close to the central campus where a lot of classes are, and it's also about a 5-minute walk away from it's about a 5-minute walk from LSK and TC Cheng building, where a lot of tutorials are also held. This is the bus schedule, so it's not 2 and 3, it's actually 3 and 4. Sorry about that. Yeah, the Shaw and the Campus Circus bus is what you need to take to get to Wee Sun. So here are the main facilities of the college. As you can see here, the building is actually one whole building, so there are not a lot of different dorms. It's all in one building, so males and females actually live all together in this one building, but they're separated by floors, so there'll be a female floor and a male floor. Next, please. So firstly, we have the lounge, which is where you can basically chill with your friends, and it's open until 2 a.m. You can blast some music, whatever you want, and draw on the blackboard, whatever your dreams are, anything that you want to inspire, or just anything that you're thinking about, you can write it on there. The next thing we have is the full sea view gym. It's quite new because our college is quite new, and it does look over the sea, but you do need a CU Fitness user card, which is allocated by the PE unit. So when you take your PE course in year 1, you can ask your teacher to issue one of these cards, and then you can bring it to the college office for registration, and you can enter the gym. And then there is a multi-purpose sports room as well. So you can do a lot of activities in here. So you can book this room for, as you can see, table tennis, arts and crafts, yoga, dance, whatever you like. And then we do have our own dining hall as well. It's open for all CU students and staff. And also because as one of the non-credit bearing courses of our college, we do have to take a college forum, which is like a talk, and there is usually one English talk, but the other 3 are Cantonese. So it's okay because you guys can just register for the English one. You only need to take one, or you can take a high table dinner, which is taking place in this hall. Except at the moment, because of COVID, it's currently closed. And then we also have a learning commons, which is a great place for you to study for your courses and also have group project meetings, as you can see in this cubicle right here on the image. It's a great place to just discuss and also study quietly. There's also printing facilities for you to print instead of going to the main library. Then we do have something really special that I think is quite unique to Wee Sun. It's a creative lab. And basically in here, you can just let out your creativity and make whatever prototype or designs that you guys want to make. And there's a lot of facilities that the college provides, for example, like a sewing machine, woodworking tools, and even digital tools that can help you with your design. And we actually really encourage this because I didn't mention this earlier, but our college motto is go green and be sunny. So it's not just about the environment, but it's also about mental and physical health. And we think that creativity is a great way to boost your mental health. So this is what it's for. And here are some hostel facilities. So there are 2 sides of the dorm. So one side is looking at sea view and the other side is looking at the main road. You can choose your preference when you apply. And also there are 2 communal bathrooms on each floor. There are no free toilet paper in our college. That's, I think, one of the cons, because our college does really promote the image of go green and be sunny. So we really do want to be environmentally friendly. So you do have to buy your own toilet paper, but there is the things that are provided here on the left, as you can see in each student room, except just like SHHO, you do need to pay for air conditioning with a little box outside the room as well. And then we do also have college activities. A lot of them are green activities. As you can see on the right side, on the bottom right, these students were going to a farm and they were planting, they were just planting. And then on the left side, you can see that people went on service trips. And on the next slide, here are some examples of activities that our college has hosted before. And you can see there's a whole section for green activities if you're interested in that. And there's a lot of service learning trips as well, which is something that our college really does encourage. And they often take place during the holidays, so winter or summer holidays. There's also other activities. Oh, here, scholarships are actually really important for WeSun. If you put it as your first choice, I'm pretty sure you're going to have a very high chance of getting a scholarship, because there's just a lot of admission scholarships, which are on the next slide, just for like, yeah, there's just a lot. And some of the applications are closed, but some of them are academic based and you don't have to apply for them. On the left, as you can see, there's no interview required. So if you do meet the criteria and if you look on the website and you see that you're eligible, you might actually end up getting the scholarship. Also, we do host a lot of exchange programs that are unique to our college as well. So here are the universities that were offered during the 2020 to 21 academic year. There's also usually short-term exchange programs during the summer, but because of COVID, that's momentarily stopped. And lastly, we do have general education as well. GAYS 1010 is basically a creativity and social responsibility course, but usually it's taken in Cantonese, so I do not suggest international students to take it, even though I personally took that course. But the GEJC 1020 is an alternative, and it's about Hong Kong stories. So in this course, you can actually learn more about Hong Kong, and it's taken in English, so you should probably do the GEJC 1020 for year one. And year four, we do have a final year project as well, where you have to be innovative and you work with a group of people. It's not just an individual project, so don't worry, it's a group effort. And also there is a non-credit bearing course called GAYS 1010, 100. And basically in this, you have to take one college assembly every semester, and also one college forum or a high table dinner. So a college forum is like a talk about environment or something healthy. That's mainly what they provide. And right now, high table dinner has not happened because of COVID. So that's all from me. I'll pass it on to the next speaker for Lee Woo Sing.
Hi guys, I'm Antonia and I'm from Lee Woo Sing College. And since we're running a bit over time, I'll have to rush through. So I can't go into too much of details. So if you have questions, please ask me later. So first of all, our motto is humanity, wisdom, integrity, and harmony. And we are a very green college, just like WeSun. So we also don't have toilet tissue provided by the college. We have to buy our own. And 85% of students are local. So I think we have the highest local ratio, and 15% of students are non-local, and that includes mainland students as well. So our college is quite medium-sized with around 600 students, and we have two college blocks basically, which are connected by the lobby, which you can see in the picture. And we have plenty, could you go back the slide, one previous slide? Yeah, okay, so we have plenty of activities, college activities, such as workshops, student groups, unions, etc., sports teams, but we have no communal dinners, which I think is quite nice, yeah. Next slide, please. So for the location, we're located on the western part of campus. So we are quite near WeSun. And actually that means we're quite far from the MTR, but quite close to the main library, maybe like 5 minutes walk. And our facilities include a mini gym, a multimedia room, a multi-purpose hall, a music room, a dining hall, fitness ground, and a big kitchen with ovens. Like every floor obviously has a kitchen, but we also have a big communal kitchen for everyone, which you can book. And then we have a well-beloved canteen. Like everyone loves the Li Wu Xing canteen. I don't know a single person who doesn't like it. And a mini boba shop and a cafe on our terrace. And our terrace has a very, very nice view, sea view. And the rooms are either double rooms, triple rooms, or quadruplet rooms. So here you can see a picture of the rooms, and many of them actually have a seaside view, which is quite nice. And we have a mini fridge, which is a big pro. Yeah. So for the scholarships, these are, I just screenshotted the admission scholarships from our website. So here you can see the admission scholarships. There are quite a few. And we also have non-admission scholarships, which you can find on our website. And here you can see the host institutions for exchange programs. Again, I just screenshotted it because it's so many. Yeah, I think you will definitely find one institution which you will like. We have like Japan, Singapore, New Zealand, etc. Yeah. So I think that's, oh, the general education, I forgot. So for our general education, we have college assembly and high table dinner. And during COVID, we just have to watch like 2 videos and then ask some questions. And the elective course in year 1 is so much fun. I think everyone loved it from my college because we just have little projects like making a poster and stuff. And it's, yeah, everyone enjoyed it. It's so much fun. And then from year 2 onwards, we can choose between many other GE courses, and the option is quite huge and the courses are fun as well, very creative. Yeah. So thank you guys. If you have any questions about Li Wu Xing College, please feel free during the Q&A session.
Okay, so right now we are going to move on to the Q&A session. But before we move on, like I just want all of you to get in this Slido. And as you can see, I'm opening the breakout room right now. So if you see a breakout room, go ahead and get in, and we will move. Like basically, you're gonna see maybe the old college representative first, and then later on you're going to see the new college representative going into the room. So we have 15 minutes for you to ask old college representative, and we have 15 minutes for you to ask new college representative. Okay, so if you're ready, you can go into the room right now, and we will talk more about it in the room. All right. All right, everyone, welcome back to the main room. Yeah, so I hope you get most of your questions answered. We will send the recordings to everyone after the meeting today. We will let you know if you're in the Facebook group, we will post it there. And then you will get a chance to watch the recordings again if you want in both breakout rooms as well. So yeah, if you're all here right now, we will go back to the poll. This is the last one for the quiz. If you want to join the quiz, feel free to join the quiz to have like a quick recap about what we talked about during college session today. Or else, if you have any special requests, anything you want us to answer, feel free to voice out and we'll answer it all. But if you don't have anything else, then feel free to leave and we'll see you during the OCamp. We will inform you when the OCamp coming and we will let you know all about that. Yeah. We'll get in touch with you. We'll see you on campus very soon, all of us. And yeah, we'll also give you contact details in case you want to talk to us privately after the meeting today. All right. Does anyone has anything? Yep, thank you for joining today. We very happy to host you today. Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, thank you so much, and we hope to see you very soon.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Yeah. If you guys need any more questions, just yeah.
Yeah, if you guys want to try walking to CWT from university, just go on a hike. It'll be easier.
If you guys like hiking, you can do CW2 to Shaw. There's also a village that's not.
It's actually harder to go from CWT to Unit College via Walsing. I've tried both ways.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's super steep.
Yeah. Also, there's a village in the middle of the road between CW2 and Shaw.
But there's also a village between Wuisan. There's a gate outside Wuisan where there's this nice village over there with temple.
Yeah.
There's also a village, I think it's called something like CW2. It's in the northern side of the campus.
I guess people are staying behind for the quiz.
Yeah. Well, let's see how many people join the quiz. You guys can just join over there.
I mean, for the quiz, you're gonna see the results right away, even though you're not.
Participation.
Yeah. If you do it, you're gonna see it anyway, because yeah, this is how we can show the leaderboard.
Yeah, I think that should be enough, right?
Yeah, if you have anything, just feel free to let us know. You can send a private chat to any of us. We'll be happy to answer your questions. Yeah, we're just chilling.
This is the leaderboard. Daniel's leading. Nice.
That's a question from me. What do you guys do when you get lost? And did you ever get lost when you were a freshman?
Soms and I got lost on our third day here. Let's not talk about that, why we got lost, but we
do not talk about that.
We walked a lot, because we didn't know where MC was, where MC was like 5 minutes away from where we were. But we walked like 3 hills for no reason, like up and down, and got really sweaty. Went back at 1 a.m. Thankfully, after a week, you'll get to know campus, so you won't get lost.
Yeah, I mean, for me, like, as long as you're not too over smart with the shortcuts, it should be fine. But there are also, you have to be very smart with the shortcuts. That's the thing.
Also, there's like a mobile app, which is really handy. You can see when the buses are available. It's called CUHK mobile app. You can see the map as well and how to get to your class. So I recommend you download that if you do feel like you'll get lost.
Yeah, so for the visa, I think all of you are gonna get the visa for sure. There's no way you're not gonna get your own visa because they want you to be here. If everyone's having face-to-face classes, they would want you to be here. If there is any problem with your document, they will contact you and then they will let you know. But if they don't receive any of your documents, just keep asking them. They're gonna have to find it for you because they're responsible for all your documents.
Feel free to turn on your mics and ask questions if you guys want.
Oh, yeah.
Or if you guys just want to talk, there's no problem.
You guys want the quiz?
Is it usual to get the visa a bit late since I applied back in March and still didn't get an update about it? Like, is it usual for internationals to get it a bit late later on?
I got mine pretty late. Yeah, so it's not unusual.
I think you'll get yours when you actually decide when you're gonna come, because like COVID.
So your visa is basically accepted and it's with OIFA. They're just not giving it to you yet unless you're coming here. That's what happened to me as well. They didn't give it to me until I told them that I'm coming to Hong Kong.
What is each college known for? Marcus, I think you have a lot to say about that, don't you?
Do you want the colloquial version?
Give them the local authentic version.
Yeah, we need the local
Right. So
taste.
Okay, sure. As a half local student, so from my understanding, each college has their little nickname, or yeah. So to put it, I'm gonna just briefly go over all 9 of them. Chengchi or CC is known as the Gryffindor of CHK. So basically, you find everyone. A lot of the people there are very local. They're very passionate for sports. So yeah, Gryffindor. But then you'll also find everyone because everyone is there. SHO is more like the Ravenclaw. SHO usually typically is associated with a lot of talented people, a lot of people who are very studious. They study a lot. What else?
Sure, very sure.
NA, sorry?
Very chair college. SHO.
Oh, yeah. Morningside is basically a lot of non-Jufus people or non-local people. It's very, yeah, it's more close to, I guess, college culture, like in other countries. And yeah, be prepared to drink if you go in. What else?
We didn't need to talk about that, but okay.
It's fine. They need to know because they basically ask that during interviews. So you have to know.
Yeah. They actually asked like the MC people, the professors would actually ask like if you could drink. Yeah. UC, NA is very artsy, like more of the, yeah, it's very new, it's very artsy. If you're more into literature or journalism, it has that vibe. What else? Any college you'd like to know specifically? Or
Feel free to unmute yourself. Okay, we listen.
Wee-sun. Wee-sun. Tanya, should I say it? Yeah,
Oh,
so
sorry.
okay, so Wee-sun actually has a really improved reputation wise. Like a lot of people actually look forward to going there. But the years before, it's been called the elderly home by the local students because a lot of the people that go there, they're I guess they're more quiet and chill. But now there's actually a lot of more people going there because of their facilities and C Lab. And right now it's actually a lot more vibrant, as I've heard. So yeah.
It's just a very, very chill place, actually.
How long does it usually take to get just accustomed to like the college life or the general life at CUHK right after landing? Or like what are some of the things that I must do or some of the things I should buy right after getting there? It's a bit of general question, but like some of the must do stuff for new incoming freshmen.
Actually, Pran and I do. We are trying to make some episodes to tell you guys how to do things, like what to do when you first arrive in Hong Kong. So please be on the lookout on our social media for those episodes. It'll probably be on Instagram or YouTube soon in June, July-ish.
Yeah, those would be really helpful. Thanks.
Okay, so I think let's probably call it here. I hope you guys got to know a lot about CUHK, about all the opportunities that we have for you very soon. Yeah, we'll hope to see
we'll
you
post the
very soon.
contact. Yeah, we'll talk to you very soon as we'll be hosting the O camp for you, the orientation camp for international students, and you'll get the chance to see us, hopefully face to face, if you're coming on campus.
Yeah, and even if you miss OCamp due to quarantine or everything, we're going to have events throughout the year as well. So we look forward to seeing you guys pretty soon.